So there is this story of a young monk that comes to his master, and he says that, Master, I am dropping everything in my life. And the master asks him, for what? And he says, I seek enlightenment. And so far, I have dropped my habit of smoking. I have dropped my habit of drinking. I have dropped my desire to go to the theaters and go to the marketplace and to enjoy all that is going on. I have dropped everything, and yet I don't feel any enlightenment happening. I still feel pressure. I still feel disconnected from the world. And the master looked at him and asked him, have you tried to drop your suffering? And that is what we do not do. We want to drop everything except that which we should drop. And today in the inner temple, we are delighted to bring our guest to you an opportunity of meeting Gayla Farouk. She is an entrepreneur, a mother. She's the founder of Gayla Hair Design, founder of Inner Self Beauty, a meditation facilitator, a life coach, and a healing workshop leader. Through her personal journey of emotional suffering, her depression, and her spiritual awakening, meditation, mindfulness, shadow work, and healing, she transformed her life and found her passion in helping others reconnect with themselves. Today, Gayla guides individuals through meditation, mindfulness, emotional healing, energy work, shadow work, tantra-inspired self-love practices, everything for consciousness expansion. She's also opening the Lotus Lake House Retreat Center in Princeton, Texas. We're going to find out a little bit more about that healing and transformational space, which will be focused on community, on meditation, on wellness, and personal growth. And the whole story adds up to that one sentence that you need to drop your suffering. You don't have to drop living in this world. Ladies and gentlemen, Gayla Farouk is with us in the studio this afternoon. Welcome to the Inner Temple, Gayla. How are you?
Thank you, Vijay. I'm so excited to be part of your program. Inner Temple is so lovely. Your intention, your mission is so aligned also with my purpose and mission. I love to bring the inner self beauty to people, and you want to bring the inner temple. So I'm so excited to be in your podcast today.
We are delighted as well. And over the years, our paths have crossed so many times. I think I know you now for about 10 years, I would say. And we have a lot of common interests and common friend circle, the meditators and the dancers and people who want to live in freedom of expression. But we never actually sat down for a conversation.
That is so true.
Yeah, we've always been meeting and we've always been busy. Either we are in a meditation center or, something's happening at a festival. The Wellness and Harmony Festival was when I met you last. So tell me what's going on. How have you been and what's new?
Well, I'm in a journey of how can I give back? The transformation I receive in my personal journey, the life, the suffering, the challenges guide me to how can I show up with a more loving, compassionate guidance for others? How should I facilitate people? As a result of that, I opened Inner Self Beauty, which is my true purpose and mission in this planet. And also, I'm opening a new meditation retreat center in Princeton. So this is new in my life, and I'm so excited to share that with your audience.
We will talk a lot about that. So, Inner Self Beauty. Tell us more about that. Is it a meditation technique? Is it a space? What is it?
The journey starts from within. When I was deep in my suffering, I was hopeless. I was powerless. I went to the therapist, doctor, and they always want to put me on medication, and they really couldn't cure my suffering. And then meditation found me. Instead of starting taking medication, somebody said, you need to do meditation. And I was so skeptical. I couldn't believe meditation can change my life. So I met a lady at a party and we just had a good conversation. And she said, you need to go through the healing journey and meditation. I felt like this lady is out of her mind and I couldn't really connect with that. But because of my personal pain, I was having a lot of curiosity and I said, okay, then let's do it. Let's try it. I experienced 3 days of intense meditation, healing, and mantra, everything in 3 days, very intense meditation. Day 3, all those suffering, mind, misery disappear. And I realized, wow, what a beautiful magic. Why people, they don't do it every day? Why we are not bringing it to others? And that's a starting point for me that I want to dive deep into meditation and understand meditation more. That's how I got into the India. And so that's my story starts from my own personal suffering.
So it starts with your suffering, that you were trying to find a way to alleviate your pain. And just like I said in the beginning of this show, you decided to drop suffering rather than to drop everything else in the world. Now, let me ask you this. When you were going through this trauma in your life, were you already a business person? I know you as an entrepreneur, and we'll talk about your entrepreneur abilities and all that you create. But where were you at that time?
Broken financially, emotionally. None of the relationship was working. My financial was not working. Yes, I'm an entrepreneur now, but before that, I was living in a very dark side. No area of life was working for me. Relationship was very disconnected from myself. Since I'm disconnected, I cannot connect with my loved one, my ex-husband, my daughter, my mom. So all the relationship was not good. Financial was not good. Everything was like very upside down. So the transformation after I'd start the journey of healing, then financial abundance came after, and the entrepreneurship showed up in my life is a way that just supernatural. Because when I heal something deep in myself, something shifts.
That's interesting. I meet a lot of people that always are induced by pain to find a spiritual path. And you, of course, have proven to me and to others how hard you have worked to get where you are. And that the beginning was not easy. It was dark. What advice do you give to people when they find themselves in a similar situation?
So darkness is not you, is not your identity. Darkness is a pathway for enlightenment. Darkness is a pathway to getting one with yourself. If you go suffering from addiction, anxiety, depression, disconnected from yourself, just allow yourself to accept it, radiating love to it, and then the moment we accept, the healing starts. So my advice is just radiate love to that part of ourselves that we deny, we don't want to talk about it, and we feel deeply disconnected, but just radiating love.
So Gayla, when we speak about trauma-induced pain, and the first step to rise above it is self-acceptance, and then the second step is self-love, let us know what happened that induced so much of trauma, or as much as you would like to share. Because I feel that there are a lot of people that I meet, especially women, who do not have a voice. And they can only hear another woman speak and relate with it. And that's a problem in our culture, in our society, that people don't have a voice. They don't know how to express, so they lash out, they get angry, they fall into drugs and alcohol, they fall backwards into toxic relationships. So, if you would like, please share with us a little bit about the trauma and the journey from the pain.
Of course, I love to share that part because when my journey started from the dark side of my soul, deeply I was disconnected. And the reason was the guilt, shame, all the things that society and, of course, parents put on me. And I kind of need to play and act like I'm a good girl and just like doing so many things that deeply I was disconnected. The shame and guilt was the turning point for me to study myself. So many women, they go through sexual abuse, sexual trauma, even abuse from their parents, teacher. They withhold that emotion and they don't talk about it. We just learning how to play good, look good, and how to be a loving, caring, but deeply we are feeling disconnected with ourselves. So the study of shadow helped me a lot in my journey. Shadow is the part of us that we deny. We don't want to talk about it. We don't want to talk about our jealous part of ourselves. We don't want to talk about our angry part of ourselves. We suppress it. We are always push it under the rug and we don't want to, nobody knows about ourselves. So radiating love to that part is a beginning of accepting, healing, and whole and complete and oneness with ourselves.
So then your first step, you were lucky to find a meditation that you needed to go to. You were lucky someone encouraged you that why don't you try meditation? Now, speaking from a cultural perspective, was meditation something that you grew up with or you were aware of?
Meditation was not part of my culture or practice or spiritual practice that I grew up with. When I found meditation, I realized, oh my God, it's a lot more in this philosophy. Then I went to India because the curiosity was so big in my heart that what else, what other culture they can bring more meditation to people. Then when I went to India, I realized, oh my God, like I'm in a candy shop. Like there is so many different modality. And I'm so happy for you. You grew up with a culture that meditation is part of your practice, daily spiritual practice. So no, it was not the same in my culture. When I went to India, I introduced to 110 different techniques of meditation. Laughter meditation, crying meditation, dance as a meditation, painting as a meditation, coming to Mystic Mandala, laughter as a meditation. So that brings a lot of other joy to me because it's not people, they have a little bit of understanding meditation is always should be difficult. No, anything we do to bring us awareness to the present moment is meditation. You can cook with meditation. You can dance with meditation. You can talk to somebody. Being fully present with each other is a meditation. Listening as a meditation. So then when I went to India, I realized, oh my God, I miss that in my culture and everywhere in West, that how that magic of meditation can help us to liberate from suffering. I find that that's the only way to liberation. Meditation is the first and last freedom.
I know it's very interesting when we speak about shadow work and understanding the shadow, accessing the shadow parts of ourselves. Carl Jung is known to have worked a lot on the shadow work, and even modern day psychology works a lot with this inner self and the shadow work. And I do believe that going to India on a pilgrimage and spending time in a retreat really brings about all those emotions up back again, and then the emotional health becomes a key focus. You see, India has a lot of experiences for a foreign traveler, and you'll be surprised, or maybe not, but you are our third guest in the last 1 month that has had a great experience by visiting India during their spiritual journey. How old were you when all of this started? I know we must not ask a lady her age, but you can tell me back then.
40. Yes, 2016. I started deeply do the inner work, and when I went to India, it was 2016, and I stayed there for 4 months. I was just studying different modality philosophy. Yes, I loved it, and for me, it was 40.
India was an eye-opening experience for you because the emotional value that you experience within yourself by just being in that place is amazing. And then you came back and you started your entrepreneur work, and you kept on pushing, and now you are at the top of your beauty work. I believe you are amongst the most sought after salons in DFW, Gayla Hair Salon. Please share something about that with us.
Sure, of course. When I went to India, I was completely broken financially and didn't have any money, but I have to heal myself. And I didn't even know healing can bring abundance and money to me at that time. I was just going for unknown. When I went to India, first work I have done, it was like a mystic rose. It's a 21 days deep meditation. I could be able to heal all the emotion that I was carrying from my childhood, all the trauma from society, all the emotion came out to the surface. It was a week of crying, a week of laughter, and a week of silence. So during the Mystic Rose, I could liberate myself from emotional pain and suffering. Then when I got back, Gayla Hair Design showed up in my life. I'm very good with beauty and passionate about beauty. Then I opened my salon and I realized how much I love to give back this beauty. Then after a couple of years, I thought now I'm thinking about opening another platform, which is a beauty from within or inner self beauty. Then I opened inner self beauty. But Gayla Hair Design showed up in my life right after my healing journey in India.
So let's talk about the inner self beauty. Share with us, what is that? Is it a concept? Is it a studio? Is it a technique? What is it?
It's kind of all of those. So inner self beauty is a safe place for people to show up free of judgment, connecting with themselves through the one-on-one coaching, meditation, healing like Reiki, other modality of the healing, tantra. Everybody has individual journey, and always design the course based on the people they interested, the type of work they'd like to do. So I have a variety of different offering, different sharing. We have tantra, we have shadow works workshop, we have mindfulness meditation, we have active meditation, a lot of Osho active meditation dynamic, we do that. We have yoga, we have kidney detox, cleansing juice. We have all different type of modality for people that are interested to do the deep work.
And where is the studio located?
It's going to be open very soon. It's in Princeton, but right now I hold the space at my home.
So we spoke about inner self beauty, and I know that you are opening up a center in Princeton. The Lotus Lake House, it's called, yeah?
That's correct.
So what's going to happen there?
So we are going to do shadow works, meditation, and tantra workshops.
All right. So beautiful shadow work, we understand as a Carl Jung philosophy coming into life, and we understand healing. And I'll come to the tantra workshops in a bit, but let me ask you this question. a lot of people that at least I meet in our meditations here at Mystic Mandala do not know the level of hurt they are experiencing. And if they don't understand that they are hurting, Gayla, how will they even want to be healed? For example, now this is a question that I usually want to ask all my guests. Like there's a person who's very angry and there's no particular reason for them to be angry. They're going to cut people off in traffic. They're going to cuss. They're going to slam doors. They're going to be very insolent and not nice to people because they are dealing with something, some hurt, but they have never identified it.
Exactly.
How do you get to understand that? How do you heal a person who doesn't know he's hurt?
The way that you bring people to the safe space. If people feel safe, they share. And the purpose and mission of inner self beauty and shadow work is just through the meditation and guiding people to first notice they are safe and they allow that emotion come to the surface. With the guided meditation, they can dive deep in their childhood and see what is it in there that they don't know that they don't know. And as a result of that, they become sad, angry, all those emotion is coming from something. So finding safe space is the number one commitment from inner self beauty to people. They find themselves very safe and they can dive deep through the guided meditation to the area that they are not aware of it and they suppress it.
So that's a lot of shadow work. I guess this is what happens in your shadow work workshops. Okay. Talk to me about tantra. How do you define it? And just go with the word and explain to us the process, the prayer, the meditation of tantra.
Tantra bring me alive. Tantra is union with ourselves. Tantra is self-love. Tantra is so broad. I cannot bring it in one word. One of the main healing modality I personally experienced was Tantra, because Tantra talk openly about the sexuality and not other modality. They teach and talk about sexuality. So if you have experiences that you've been traumatized in your sexual energy, other modality, they cannot take us deeply to that emotion and bring it up to the healing. So Tantra was the most profound healing modality I found, and I'm so happy to give it to others, to be union with yourself, radiating to the area of our being that we find shame and guilt, which is to start from sexuality. From very young age, we practicing not okay to feel what we are feeling, not okay to discover our sexuality. And Tantra is really liberate me from all those conditions that I had around sexual energy, and the healing start from the moment I heal my sexuality.
So this is what you are teaching now at the Inner Self Beauty.
One of the modality of healing is Tantra. Maybe not everybody is open to this practice, but it's one of the healing modality that people, they can come and dive deep in their emotion and finding those emotions and being radiating love to those emotions and accepting and loving it. No longer is shadow anymore.
No longer the shadow.
Yeah.
Okay. So you think that a lot of people are not able to get back to good emotional health and stability because they have repressed sensual desires?
Definitely, yes. Sex chakra carry a lot of big rule in our being. Is a rule of the creativity, especially for me as a divine feminine, as a mother. If that area is not healed, I can be for anybody, they suffering from that emotion around that sexual energy. They cannot be creative. So by just healing that energy, you can be more creative, better mother, better wife, better lover, because you feel again. When we blocking that emotion, your sexuality, you start to be disconnected from your heart. But in Tantra, you find the alignment between your sex chakra, your heart chakra, and your consciousness. In Tantra, practice really help to heal all these three main chakra and emotional alignment. That's what I find Tantra is a root, is a strong foundation.
So, Gayla, what is the primary or the first step in a Tantra workshop? I have heard that there is a lot of misunderstanding about Tantra and sexuality. How does a person approach Tantra?
That's correct. There has been so many misconceptions around Tantra and sexuality. Tantra is not all about the sex, a small portion of it, but Tantra is all about, is a practice like a yoga. Use your body as a vessel to expand your consciousness. Is just other modality. They talk about how to going beyond your body and going beyond your mind. But Tantra use body as a vessel to go through the body to expand your consciousness. So in Tantra and yoga, they use body as a vessel of the expansion. So that's a different, and that's what I love about Tantra. We don't deny our body, we don't deny our sexual energy, we don't deny our physical being. We go through our physical body to expand our consciousness.
Beautiful. So, Gayla, this whole concept of Tantra, I feel in the Western world, everything is over-sexualized. If you look at fashion, over-sexualized. If you look at any product, they have to utilize this energy to sell. But why don't people utilize this energy for themselves? Is that what's happening in your Tantra workshops?
Absolutely, because we are seeking for sexuality and approval outside. The true awakening sexuality is from within. When we start sexually owning ourselves, being union with ourselves, loving every part of ourselves, loving even the part that we always have judgment. I have always judgment for my accent. I always been having shame and uncomfortable condition to be in front of the camera. But right now, I'm being in my tantric energy and I feel like, oh, I should be liberation from that fears, because that is limiting me and that is conditioning me. So we are looking and seeking for sexual attention outside. The true sexual attention is when we start radiating tantric energy with ourselves and radiating love to every part of ourselves. So the Tantra is a practice from within.
And you lay a lot of stress. I've heard you speak to your friends, and I remember that once you led a workshop with movement at the Wellness and Harmony Festival we host, and we'd love to have you back.
Thank you.
It's going to happen in fall, and we want you to come back and lead a class.
Thank you for organizing this awesome workshop. It's amazing. Anybody, my Persian friend, haven't been to Wellness and Harmony, show up. It's amazing. It's so magical. You will love it.
Well, we'd love to have you back as a teacher, but I see that a lot of movement and you lay stress on a lot of breath work. I remember that you create your circle and you lay a lot of stress on breath work. Is it because people have really forgotten how to breathe?
That is so true. We are forgetting how to breathe, and by just starting the breath work, we are opening all those stagnation, all those frozen part of our body that we hold. And when we forget breathing, we are having our body always in tension. And by just allowing the breath work is just opening our being.
So when we are one with ourselves, you think that this makes us more open to newer relationships, or can your older relationship be brought back to life using principles of Tantra?
Both.
Both?
We are having a new relationship with ourselves, and then when in that space, when we are having union, feeling union with ourselves, then with all other relationship, we're going to be at ease and less judgment for ourselves or others. Did I answer the question right?
I think so, yes. And I have been meditating for a long time, and I am aware of tantric practices. I always feel that meditation and that mindfulness and that journey to the center of your own self, to myself, allows me to meet people such as yourself and to question you deeply on how your evolution happened, how you found certain modalities, whether it is shadow work or tantric healing or Reiki work or breath work, to center yourself. I would not have been in a position to have such interviews, to bring people as guests on this podcast, had I not been very comfortable within myself. So I think that what you are doing and your attempt in creating inner self beauty is very aligned to this. That once you have found your inner beauty, you have appreciated that, then you can also talk to someone at a very open platform, at a very comfortable level. Is that what you believe in?
That's right, because you find union with yourself, and in that space, you become so comfortable. When you are aligned with yourself, you can be comfortable with everybody around you. But tell me about your Tantra experience. How did you find Tantra? What was it for you, Vijay? I want to know your experience with Tantra.
It is a journey, and I think that I'm still evolving. And since we don't really have the way of Tantra as taught traditionally in the Kala Tantra and in the several different pathways of Tantra, we don't have enough teachers here. I continue to work on it. Tantra comes from two words, Tanauti and Trayati. These are Sanskrit words. Tanauti means expansion of consciousness, and Trayati means liberation of energy. So just like you are offering in your workshops, first is to come back to center and expand consciousness by becoming more and more aware of your surroundings and the people around you, and realizing that everyone that is put in your life has a purpose to bring you further forward in yours. They may be seeming detrimental, they may seem that they are presenting you with pain and sorrow and grief. However, in the overall picture, they become a part of your growth. In the beginning of the interview, you spoke about how your trauma and the pain that arose was the first recognition
And teacher.
that who is hurting, and you realize that I am hurting. This is me that's hurting. This is my pain. But when you say this is my pain, you become separate from it. There is the my, and then there is the pain. So you don't say that I am pained. You say that I am experiencing pain. So you become the observer. That part is expansion of consciousness. Now there are various techniques in Tantra which we follow and we guide people with in meditation. And then the second part, the word tra. Tra also means liberation in a way that your body being consciousness is being released. So Tantra and Trayati is that liberation of energy, that freedom of expression, that expansion beyond what was limiting you. So I feel that a lot of limitation happens with people. They are not aware of their true potential. And one of the reasons why you're here is that there are many teachers who bring their own way of bringing tantra into a person's life. And I will tell you that none of them may be incorrect, because it is expansion of consciousness, and to liberate that energy, people are using tools. Just like any other science, I believe that the science and the meditative journey of Tantra is also expanding.
That's a goal for the whole Tantra teacher. At the end is expansion.
So that's what we enjoy offering. And I'm so excited for the classes that you will start soon. Now tell me, is there like a schedule that you have? Because I know that whenever I text you, you're always busy. If I call you, we've tried to take you out for lunch, but you're always working. So when do you offer these classes?
I wear multiple hats in my life. So part of me at Gayla Hair Design, and of course, that's my day job and career. And then part of me is I'm so passionate to teach Tantra and workshop. So right now I'm doing it part-time at my house. I do one-on-one coaching and meet people at my own house. But yes, it's just as soon as the center open, I will be more available and have more classes. But anybody is interested to this type of work, they can get to the Inner Self Beauty page in Instagram and message me if they like to join me for my group meditation or individual one-on-one tantra practices, anything that they're speaking to their soul. I would love to introduce my page, Inner Self Beauty, so they can connect through this. But of course, Vijay, also I'm very, very grateful for the work that you bring to people. Every time I'm coming to your workshop, every time I'm coming to your classes, I leave uplifted, energized, and a smile in my face, because you bring the meditation completely different approach. You bring the humorous, joy, fun, good conversation. And thank you so much for also offering your classes and courses. I would love to Iranian people, all the Persian friends that I have, if they haven't been to Mystic Mandala, come and visit your classes and workshop. Maybe we can collaborate today one day.
Of course.
For Persian community.
I love that idea. And speaking of the Persian community, I hope that everything is all right for now, at least it seems, with this time. We're recording this podcast in the middle of May in 2026. And there are a lot of political divisions and a lot of decisions have to be made right now. And whole countries are being pushed back, and nobody knows the fate of the world. We all know at the gas pump that we are struggling with the rising gas prices, but I'm hoping that it's temporary. You have family back in Persia. How are they doing?
Yes, I have my brother, but my whole heart is praying for Iran liberation and peace and get back to love again. Right now is a lot going on, but I feel like it will be free soon.
I think that one important facet of individual expression is the collective freedom of a community. And it takes one person at a time to feel free, to feel independent, to bring about a revolution of change. And Gayla, I always share this with people that, if one person in a family of 4 meditates, and then this person goes back to his family after meditation, he brings peace to 3 people.
That is so true. It's a collective expansion of consciousness.
Yeah, and I feel that people are not yet paying enough attention to mindfulness. I don't think that people care too much. You know why? Because we are very distracted. We're distracted with our work, with our emotions, with our personal life, with our cell phone. There are too many distractions. So, how do you center yourself? Tell me about your morning.
Truly meditation. Before I
see.
start my day, I do meditation, and end of the day also meditate, because I just interact with so many different people and different beliefs. Some people, they add to your energy. Some people, they become like energy vampire. They suck your energy out of your body. So I cleanse myself before I go to bed, and I just focus on my meditation. And also at what is happening in the whole world right now, I invite everybody start doing inner work more than ever, because the healing starts from within. If we want to heal the whole world, we need to heal ourselves.
Very well said. Inner work is so important. And how does one go about actually assessing where they are in life? I think in the middle of the podcast, I'd asked you this question. I want to ask this to you again. I, for one, when I was beginning my own meditation journey, I was not able to understand what is wrong with me. So you feel, and what I heard from you, you feel that the first step is to find a safe, sacred space.
That's correct.
And to explore through meditation.
And not give up, because when you go first time to the gym, you cannot have the muscle that you wanted it. Persistency. Every time the mind is coming, you just come and allow that back to your breath work. Is not the one day result. It's just a practice. Make it more and more. When we dive into our practice, daily practices, more we become liberated from our misery and suffering. Is just persistency. And also, most of the people, they said, I cannot meditate. Those people, they need to meditate more, because there is no I cannot meditate. If we can listen, we can meditate. If we can talk, we can meditate. We all can meditate, but just allowing that happen and just be patient with ourselves, it will happen.
I want to ask you this. In your own personal meditation practice, can you walk us through what is it that you do? Like, for example, I wake up early in the morning. The first thing that I do is like get ready for the day. I do my prayers. I do my Surya Namaskar. I do my meditation. I start my day with that, and then I make myself a cup of tea. And then the whole house and the world is waking up with me. What is your morning routine, Gayla?
My morning routine is I wake up alert and aware of the thought I'm bringing to my day. When I feel this thought is not serving me, I'm aware of it. That worry, anxiety is not serving me, I'm aware of it. So the meditation, the true meditation is awareness for me. And then when I see that, oh my God, my thought is chaotic and now I'm going 10 different directions, then I gather myself to my breath and I start to breathing and calming and melting away all those thought, worries, anxiety, million other tasks I have to do. Then start to gathering myself that shall pass. You will be able to have a harmonious day, and also setting the intention through the mantra. I do a lot of mantra, and other things I do during my meditation practices. Affirmation. I set the affirmation like who I want to be for my day, what I want to show up. Am I going to be a person that carry my misery and my thought, or am I going to just leave it and block it and allow myself to show up as a loving, caring, compassionate heart? So we all have that emotion comes and goes, misery, all the thought, but just having affirmation to myself every day that who I want to show up. Finding, everybody have to find their own affirmation. Find something that is aligned for, everybody needs to find something that is aligned for them, and have a mantra every day, who you want to be for your day.
So mantra of the day.
Mantra of the day.
People should learn how to...
Loving, compassionate heart.
Wonderful, wonderful. You know, ladies and gentlemen, there's a story about two kings that were going with their entourage in a desert. And somehow during a desert storm, everybody got scattered. Everything went helter-skelter, and they were only left with themselves. The two kings, they were walking with each other, along with each other through the desert, and there was nowhere else to go, nothing else to do but to find an oasis before they die of thirst and hunger. And eventually they gave up on everything, their robes that they were wearing, the jewelry that they had, the crystals, the beads, and everything. And in the distance, they saw an oasis. And they were fortunate to feel that they are saved. They ran towards this place with the last strength in their body. And when they reached this oasis, there was a wall surrounding it. So one king said to the other that, brother, why don't you step on my shoulders, cross this wall, and see if there is anything inside? We do see the trees, we hear the birds, but is there water there? So the other king agrees and crosses over. And then short while later, he yells out to the other person, the other king, that, brother, we are saved. There is sweet water here. There is a pond. The water is sweet. There is fresh fruit hanging low from the tree. And there is a bed of carpeted grass. And there is shade. We are saved here. Allow me to throw a rope and you can climb up also and come here. We are saved. But there is no response from the other side. And he wonders what happened. He puts some rocks next to the wall, looks up, and he sees the other king running back out into the desert. And he says, brother, what are you doing? This is not a mirage. This is an actual oasis. We are saved. And the other king looks back and says, yes, my brother, I know that we are saved. Let me go back out into the desert to see if we can save other people. Let me go back and bring other souls. And that, I would say, is someone that is reflecting of the nature, the character, and the personality of our guest today, Gayla Farouk. She found her joy through tantra, through mindfulness, through breathwork. She found herself, but she did not stop there. She goes out into the desert. She wants to find you. Gayla, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Vijay, for inviting me. Thank you for your hard work for bringing consciousness, awareness to people. And I love the story. Every time I'm coming to your classes, I learn something from your beautiful stories. So thank you for inviting me.
Wonderful.
And thank you for sharing your gift.
Wonderful. So there you have it. One more podcast with one more divine being from the Dallas-Fort Worth Metro. And if you are someone that can help guide people, share your light and passion and joy, or if you know someone that you would recommend, we would love to have them on the Inner Temple podcast so that we may present community leaders, guides, wellness educators, and people who just spread love, light, and virtue in this rather darkening world right now. The link is below. Reach out to us. Don't hesitate. You never know who you might help have a transformation in life. Keep watching the Inner Temple. Thank you.